All right, so hey guys, Three-Way Podcast.
What's going on, everybody?
Once again.
Yeah.
As everyone can see, we are in a whole new venue. We have a whole new setup.
This is our new office.
I wish.
Moving on up.
This is gonna, we're doing it for this episode. We might do it for future episodes. We don't know for sure yet. We'll see how this one turns out in post-op. We're going to try to work on it all day tomorrow. Get it all looking nice and pretty.
Nice.
But yeah, so this is a Three-Way Podcast. Here's your host, Aaron.
What's up, Aaron?
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. How's it going, Aaron?
Oh my God, Aaron, I love you! Let's try to introduce the rest of the table here. Let's start with eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Yay, I'm Russell.
I'm Mike. It's like there's
We're just
no
going in
order
a
to
random
it.
order.
I said it.
I cannot hear you. They're all yelling.
Yeah.
I'm Shelby.
Hey, Shelby. I am Jay like the letter. Haha.
Okay. I'm Aaron again.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Evan still.
He's Batman.
Yep.
Woo!
YOLO.
Three-Way Podcast. Let's go ahead and get rolling. So who has some news to talk about today? While you guys are talking, I'm going to be searching up images to make editing easier later. So
Cool.
just saying that.
Let's see. Well,
What's new?
well,
What's new?
Jay here. He's an artist. That's new. I don't know if we've had him in a podcast.
This is just,
Oh, okay, that's
we've
fine.
had him in Let's Plays. You tried to
Yeah,
have him in Let's
yeah.
Play. Did you hear about what happened
Wait.
with the Shadows of the Dam Let's Play?
Oh, what happened with that one?
Okay, so the footage, when it tried saving, we tried doing a different saving thing with it last time, and we
Yeah.
thought it was working.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't, and the save file got corrupted.
Oh!
Ah.
The save file got corrupted? Meaning you gotta start the whole damn thing over?
Well, no, not the game save file, the recording save file.
Recording save file.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks. That means I gotta come over again. God damn it.
Yeah. So I can't.
So wait,
And you missed my my first gaming experience of Shadow of the Dam, and I totally owned that shit.
You were doing really good.
I know, like you passed me the controller because you were dying a few times, and boom, I nailed it. And now you say that's corrupted?
Yeah.
And then you pass to me, and I'm like,
And yeah, you had your
Yeah.
moment of glory too. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn it, man.
Maybe you
I
guys
love
can
that
get
moment of glory
I'm
too.
on the
'Cause
internet.
You're like, man, this
I'm
did
not-
you gotta
Like
call
they're-
bang.
Go to their Wi-Fi thing,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like, "Yo, dog, you should go to this website." And
Oh,
then
okay, the
hit
Wi-Fi,
proceed.
not that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
So you say you're an artist. What do you mean? Like you do it professionally or just in your free time?
Oh, shit. That's
Hey, Aaron, you'll have to like put these on the green screen.
Send me like digital copies if you can. I'll put them up.
This is just improv, and technically, I drew stuff that isn't necessarily mine. It's just that I tried to draw stuff from this artist I know from memory, and this is what happened. So
pretty good.
artist.
An artiste?
Fuck no.
We actually have two artists here. We have you and we have Shelby here.
Woo! I am a hobby artist by trade. It's just that only recently I tried to start getting professional, and I'm actually doing point commissions right now. And
What's a point commission?
basically it's a system on DeviantArt in which people will pay me points for if I do stuff for them, and these
So you
points
want
I can actually
overseas.
buy stuff.
And
right
like
now,
like a pack of cigarettes, or what do you mean? Like
well, I can actually trade it out
You
for
can buy
real
stuff
money.
on DeviantArt.
Or I can buy stuff on the website, as in I can buy photos or prints or whatever.
Oh, I got you. Like
Yeah,
art.
but via PayPal, I can actually have it trade in as money. So there's that to consider. However, I'm not a big name for it yet. And currently, I am drawing OCs, abbreviations for original characters. Original characters. I mean, that's my personal quirk of mine, because it's like, okay, people are just saying, hey, I draw my original
no,
character,
it's,
and
Uchiha
it's a
Max.
character based off of what? Avatar, the Lost Airbender,
Last Airbender.
Lost Airbender, not Lost
Speaking of which, I've been
The
rewatching
Lost
that. I
Bender.
love that show.
Yeah, or say Avatar Korra,
Oh,
and then,
I
or
watched
say
that.
Adventure Time. This one I need to draw an OC for. This OC is based in the Adventure Time universe, so it's like, okay.
It's like a realistic rendition of it.
Yeah, because that's kind of my style, my trade. It's just that, how is this original when it's kind of in a preset universe? So, I mean, that's just my
People
work.
pick different characters and then they set them in different universes, and then usually on DeviantArt, if you're a fan of the artist, they'll decide like, hey, you should draw my OC for me in your style so that I have like all these random pictures of my OC.
And then you can pick what you want and stuff, yeah.
You'll have to send me a link to your DeviantArt account. I'll put some stuff up for that too.
Your voice
Why not?
Because my DeviantArt is stuff from when I was like in middle school and I haven't uploaded anything new.
Elementary
Finger
school,
painting.
5th grade. It's been that long. I'll admit, there is some embarrassing stuff
I haven't put any new stuff up though, because I'm afraid, like, especially when going into college and other, like, you're not supposed to really like put your artwork on the internet because then there's no basis as is that your artwork. So I don't like putting my stuff that's like I send all my stuff into an AP
E-Vac
portfolio, and I was really afraid that like.
I agree because I don't put everything on there either. It's just that, again, anything that is related to hobbies, like say like video games, my fan obsessions, those definitely go up there because one, it gets me publicity so that people can, hey, we share the same interest. Oh, you draw so good, aha!
Well, that's why you should always just sign and put the date on the bottom corner, like what people do.
You can Photoshop that out. Like, there's a lot of stuff that gets rid of that, but it's like, if you do fan art, of course put it on there, but like, I haven't done fan art in forever, so...
Fan art of Russell.
Like, there's fan art of Russell right now.
Fan art.
I like it hot.
Russell. I also like it hot.
Oh no. I feel awkward. I need an adult.
If you part
I am an adult.
Like, let's say you put a piece of artwork up there, and then someone would steal it, and then people say, well, you didn't do that. I mean, wouldn't that be kind of an honor as an artist? Like, someone stole my artwork, I can just keep making more of it?
Yeah, it's more so that you can't submit it in a show. You can't submit it to your teachers. You can't submit it anywhere that's worth getting credit for it.
I gotcha.
So you can't put it places if it's been on the internet, basically.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's the only reason why, like...
Yeah.
I mean,
creative
you
writing
can
has
put
a thing
stuff
like
on,
that
but it's
too.
just
Like,
taking the risk.
You can't submit stuff that's already like you have on the internet for like creative writing courses because it's already out there, so they'll find it and all that. So they want to make sure it's yours.
There's also the issue of like how do you say value? Because for example, you can't sell stuff you put online at a convention, for example.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if it's online, why would I buy this stuff? And even if it's like
when I can go to Copyworks and spend like $1 Photoshop like
so there's that issue as well, and especially when it's say digital works.
I don't know. I mean, the whole selling things offline. I mean, you could do that theoretically. Like I know there are people who make video content online and they sell like DVDs with
some,
bonus
like, concept art.
But you put the waterline seal over it. That makes it very. But even that, at an extent, if you don't do it well enough,
it's like,
it can be
the best
like...
version of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then that's only if you're really...
See, what I think you should do, though, is just put some really good stuff up there that you're like, well, I kind of want to hear this, but I'll put it up there to let people know who I am. Just say, like, I could never use this again, but then just... So they know, like, hey, they're at least capable of this amount of art.
It just depends how much artwork you produce as an artist, which is not a lot for me lately, just because...
Distractions.
Yeah.
And I mean, it also depends on your level of professionalism, because I mean, if your whole life depends on your income from this, then damn right, it's like your settings for it will be different. But say again, if for my case, I'm just a hobby artist. The fact that I'm actually getting points / money, sort of, it's new to me, so it's like I'm upping my game here. I'm having drafts and first renditions and second drafts and stuff like that just for
deadlines
10 points.
Stuff,
And I actually give myself deadlines to push myself too, so that's kind of new. I don't usually do that.
Hey, that's the story about doing like an art form. There's really no deadlines, so like, a lot of people just end up becoming lazy or don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to discipline yourself to do it.
Yeah, once you get out of school, it becomes difficult to kind of stay to a project and like get it finished for a certain point.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, I'd say. But
like with these podcasts, we're like none of it's for school or anything. But I set myself a deadline, like I want to get it out by this day. Otherwise, I just like say fuck it. So pretty much, and I know I've been getting about that lately because of a bunch of different stuff, work mostly. But I know starting this week for sure. I'm gonna like spend the day after the podcast editing the podcast, like the most recent Let's Play.
Yeah.
And then just kind of carrying that over, so that way I could. My goal is like to spend 8 hours a day working on it, like I would for a full-time job.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, so if I can do this for 8 hours a day, then I know I can do this for a full-time job. So when I actually go find something, it's like, okay, I know I can do this mentally, physically, all that stuff. Cause, I mean, mentally sitting in a chair for 8 hours working on a screen of stuff, it's just.
It's draining. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, especially it's not like sitting there playing a video game, watching something on Netflix. It's something like taxing where you actually have to be very precise and
when you
think.
start getting lazy, you don't get like the best out of your ability.
Yeah, I want to make sure this stuff is the top quality. I mean, yeah, it's cheap, sure, but it's still, I'm putting as much effort into it as possible.
We're working with what you got.
Yeah. If I got paid for it, then I could actually do more with it.
Yeah.
Hint, subscribe, like, click on the ads.
Click on the ad, reload, click on the ad again.
Woo! Speaking of which, this podcast is probably, we should probably say, we should give a shout out to the library here for...
A shout out to the
that is
library.
true.
We got a library card?
No, this is the Iowa City Public Library.
Yeah, we shout out to those guys that let us use this room for a podcast. Hopefully they'll let us come back next week. So.
And not just for letting us in, but for a bunch of other things that they've held here before that I've been here. For example, they were doing a trans scene here where it promoted what? Transgender, like the LGBT community, in which I drew something for them too. That's all. That's also
pretty
about
cool.
my page.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was here in this same public library, so kudos to them.
Yeah.
And it's all free, right? This didn't cost you a dime to get this room.
Thankfully, yes. It was either going to be this or the student union downtown more.
Yeah.
But I went with this first because I figured it'd be easier to get a hold of someone for this. And I'm glad it worked out. Hopefully the quality of the video turns out good and reflects that. And when we get it up, people will be like, yeah, I like this now.
Yeah, well, guinea pig
Like
shower
this
today.
I know last week we guinea pigged the green screen whole thing, and now we're going a step further.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so we are a gaming podcast. We haven't talked about games much at all yet. So let's go ahead and...
Wow.
Hey, actually...
Games. What are those?
I can do a lead in. What's up?
I was just going to say... I just totally read one of his notes, and I think we should lead with him.
Well, I figured we were...
Really on the top one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Because
Kurt,
I
so
read
what do you
about
have
that
for us
too.
today?
It's pretty neat.
And you might want to provide a little backstory in case some people don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Little news, a software company in Great Britain just recently developed a game at a bar. So there's a bar they're testing it at as like a prototype. It's 4 urinals lined up against the wall, and there's a screen above each one. And they made a video game out of a guy peeing in a urinal, and how it works is guys can go into these urinals, and then there'll be like a skiing simulation game going on a slope, but when you turn, you gotta pee to the left of the stall. Like to go left, and then to turn right, you turn right. And they say the longer you can pee, which they say they even calculated on average a guy will pee for 55 seconds. So, but the longer you pee, the longer you get to play the game. And then whoever keeps going down the hill the longest, who can pee the longest and who cannot crash, ends up winning. You can put your high score in, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm the ASS. That more like you put the 3 initials.
How would you put your name on there?
Not equality. I can't play this game.
I can see
You
this
can
being
stand up and do it.
I can see this being a very bad thing too.
No.
You're already drunk. You go in there, I want to get the high score. Give me 10 more beers.
Yeah,
To be fair,
that's what they're saying though.
Yeah.
You could do it if they did the Japanese toilets, the ones where you have to like squat over, like those ones.
Like a bidet or whatever.
Yeah.
No, even like the bars liking it because it's promoting more drinking, and the customers love it because it's like, hey, guys, it gives us something to do when we're in the bathroom peeing instead of looking at a dirty wall with a piece of gum on it,
Yeah.
I think I heard about something like this in Japan. They also have something similar to it that I heard about, but I don't remember what it is. It's been so
Japan's
long.
got some weird shit.
I'm just wondering, like, to
Like
put
they have
your name
octopuses
in, like,
in the,
like
subways.
what would it be? Would it be like a touch screen or what? Because that'd be kind of nasty.
Yeah, well, it'd be funny if you had to pee your name. You had to like spell out S. Do a name.
What you're done?
What's like peeing in the snow?
You've already exhausted your
resources.
resources just to
Yeah.
win the game, and now you have to go like, hold on, don't
Give me another
touch
beer. I
the
gotta
urinals.
put the high score in.
Just talk to the next. She's like, "Hey, are you gonna play this game? No, could you drop my name for me?"
Maybe they have a link up to the bar or something. Like you go up and say, "Okay, I got the high score in the bar," and then maybe they'll give you a free. And then there's other they give you a free drink for hitting the high score.
Yeah.
So
a
that
free
you can go
drink.
do it again.
Wow.
And then you can go give that to a girl and maybe go talk to them or something. You know.
Be like, yeah, I got the
I got the high score in urinal.
Maybe I got the highest score in the urinal
urinal
game.
skiing.
Let me get you a
That
drink.
is definitely what I want to hear at a bar.
Yep, I'm sure.
Okay.
I mean, the baseline of it seems like something I ran across when I was in China at a subway station. Well, not subway station. The airport in China, there was like a big monitor above us. It was during the Beijing Olympics, in which if you stand under it, you will be like one of the 4 track racers or something. So the more you jump around, the quicker your guy will go, that kind of thing. So,
Oh, yeah.
So it was great for kids, but then I mean, this is taking, say, the whole you being the controller of this virtual gaming reality to a different level involving urine.
Yeah.
So
Bathroom toilet humor, you know?
Still, probably controls better than Kinect.
Touche.
And actually, at the museum at DC that I just came back from, they had something similar too, in which you stand under a hologram thing and you raise up your hands like this, And so it's like you hit a ball left or right to hit the answer that you want. So I mean, this technology I wouldn't say is new. It's just I think it's
Utilized differently.
Utilized in a very commercial and I would say very social aspect of society of bars.
Bars. That's the way gaming seems to be going. Though. It seems to be getting more social and like trying to interact people more.
I think it's
outside
genius.
of the game.
I think it's genius because they took the thing like, guys, what do you do in the bathroom when you're peeing? I just stare at the wall. Well, let's make that interesting and apply this technology to it.
Oh,
Technology
I'm
Because we
wondering
notice so much things,
what would happen if these two, guys just came up with this idea and they just both peed at the same time? What would happen?
I think that's probably what happened,
be
man.
like, ah!
So that's what you do in the
Well, they were
bathroom,
showing,
like
like,
masturbation.
you remember how you
really
used to
loudly.
Oh god!
Yeah,
biased. That's what they were showing. Like, well, now they're taking it to the next level.
a new feature they should add. If you grunt or make any noise like that, it disqualifies you. What is with people and going in the bathroom going,
I know what you mean.
I saw people too into it too. So
You sound like Lurch there for a
This is
second.
nothing I can relate to.
I'm sorry.
They're sitting there and they're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Well, it'd be funny if they had like expert difficulty. You gotta go on slalom and wrap around the flags. So you gotta be like, it's gonna be like precision peeing.
I'm peeing on expert difficulty.
Control it, like,
You gotta cross the
put on your
flags.
resume.
or just you gotta get the beats right and pause every so often.
Yeah. That'd be a hard one. You gotta stop.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is? Like, just stop peeing, man.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
I wouldn't want anyone to do a let's play of that.
We should give a let's play of that.
Peeing on
Everyone get a
expert
bunch of
difficulty.
beers.
Let's play urinal games.
You just quickly swap out the next person, see how long you can keep going.
Oh dear.
They can get very messy, I'm sure.
I personally think it's a genius idea. Capitalizing on a lot of different things.
Let's play the urine game on expert difficulty. And then there'll be like different things like what Minecraft people are doing. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Well, the customers loved it too. They're like, oh, that's great. I mean, you're with your buddy in there and he just turns it into something way more better than just peeing, Like,
Meanwhile, the women in the bathroom, they're like, yeah, we don't have any.
Oh
Yeah.
guys, do you realize we're giving that shit publicity right now?
As Steven said, you can just stand up.
Yeah.
Get in the,
I've seen a girl peeing in a urinal. That's pretty interesting. It was like Step Brothers. What's it like?
Oh yeah, that's it. There was that invention in
You're
China in which
I've never
like a
peed
woman
in
can
urinals.
put this thing into their crotch while they pee, so that it works like they.
Yeah. They have that stuff for camping too.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
great.
interesting.
Tracking device. Here, I'm gonna put this
So
up in
video
here.
games.
Don't cross the wood.
Video games.
Yeah.
I have this cool article not related to you.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Segue.
So, Crusader Kings 2, The Old Gods. You can create your own event. Apparently, you can put in some submissions.
Evan, I'm a retard. What is Crusader Kings?
I was gonna get to that. Who here has played Crusader Kings 2? Because if you haven't, you should check it out because it's a sweet game.
Sounds
Never
like
seen it.
nobody.
Have you played?
We're all retards,
Has anyone
fine.
played like the Total War series at all?
Nope.
Any of those turn-based games? Okay.
I played turn-based games, but never played any of those.
Okay. Well, basically, Crusader Kings 2, you can kind of.
Wait, question.
Yes.
Is it a turn-based game?
Well, yes, in fact it is. Well, kind of. This one isn't so much turn-based; it's like year-based.
Oh, okay.
It'll
It's like
constantly.
Civilization almost.
Yeah, well, it'll constantly flow through the years, but you kind of step it so it goes just like year by year if you want to. But basically, what this is it's it's basically a video game of a medieval soap opera kind of like it is basically, you can imagine. So instead of like Total War where you're taking over people, you pick. Either you can go as simple as being, the ruler of like a small portion of England, or you can be the king of England. And
You could be like the bastard guy
Yeah.
running the village, taking everybody's money.
John
farming.
Snow.
That'd be pretty fun.
Lowered
Hey,
your
Mike,
hand
you can
onto
be
my
Jon Snow.
hand and
Anyway.
then made me do that.
anyway, but
Give me 50 bushels, then take it anyway.
But so if you're the king, you want to make sure your minions don't kill each other. But if you're a minion, you want to rise up and eventually become the king of England. And
Yeah.
you do this instead. Like, there is a war aspect to the game, but it's very minor. Whereas a lot of it is just the management of your kingdom and all the relationships. So like,
A lot of micromanaging.
yeah, exactly.
This sounds pretty good.
It's super fun. You should check it out. It's on sale right now.
Is
I
it
believe.
by
I think I-
Paradox?
Yes, it is by Paradox.
Okay, I think I've heard about this from Extra Credits. They do like this thing where they like games you should try, and that they seem to have a
It's
Paradox
super
game like
awesome.
every fucking
Steam
game.
sale.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
basically,
of Steam sales, I got some pretty cool stuff lately.
yeah.
Fuck.
But anyway, so
What's Steam stuff?
like I was playing as like a king of one of the basically the easiest ones to play as are in the Spanish nations. You can be a king, so you have like obviously full management instead of being very minor.
Yeah.
But it's a very small area to manage, so there's less like crap that can go wrong at the beginning of your game, you can kind of get
Easier
Ease
to build
into
up.
it.
Yeah.
And so
Hitting my head.
no. Anyway, so
You want to scoot over a little bit?
yeah, scoot over or something. But so
Woman,
Wow.
Woman, scoot over.
Get away.
But anyway, so
Get
like
back to the
You
track.
heard me, Russell. Scoot over.
at the beginning,
Closer to me, Charlie.
I was doing all right, and like every 5 minutes though, one of my brothers of one of my neighboring like Spanish kingdoms would be like, "Oh man, there's these Arab guys. We gotta take them out. They're going crazy."
racist.
And so I go and help them, and then 5 minutes later, there's more Arab guys. We gotta take them out.
They keep
And I
coming.
always did all the fighting. And if you declined the mission, you lost like 25 like renown.
Wow.
And that's how you're scored is when you're if you have like obviously like a son, like it'll descend to him, like, and you can take over. But if it goes to any of your brothers like that own another kingdom, your kingdom score gets finalized at that point. You can continue playing as the other kingdom, but your score resets to 0. And so you lose 25 renown if you don't go and help these guys. And I was like, well,
So how long does like a game take to get through?
Probably
Is it
hours.
just
Probably
on
like
I've never
3
gotten
hours.
through one.
Oh, it just
they're,
keeps
they're
going.
pretty
It's
long.
like
Nice.
Age of
It's
Empires
like-
or something.
It's a lot of years. It's like I don't remember. It's a lot. It's
like The Sims.
it's pretty
yeah.
lengthy. Pretty lengthy.
It's like
well,
Harvest
Sims,
Moon.
Sims
That's a fun
doesn't
game,
really
too.
have an end.
It's
Kind of reminds me of
Harvest Moon is a long
what's
time.
that game we played before with the ships? You have to write down all the orders in Diplomacy.
Diplomacy
Yeah.
is such a fun game.
I love that game. It's great.
I was gonna say, there's another game I
that's
saw. I was thinking about checking out. If you guys heard about it, it's called like Reus, Reus, or it's like this god game. Like there's a couple god games. You guys ever played like where you're like a god?
Is
you
this that
control-
black
fighting
and
game with all the gods in it?
No, it's like an indie game. You can
Okay.
get
I
it
saw
for like
that a little
$12.
bit.
It's just like a little like cartoony planet, and the artwork's cool.
Yeah, and you like control like 4 giants.
Yeah, there's like a water giant, a green tree giant, a rock giant, and then some other one. But then what's cool about it is it's like a god game where you're a god, you manage a planet. But the game rounds are only like 30 minutes to a half hour, like 30 minutes to an hour long. So like if you you just want to play a game quick, it's only $12. You know, it's like those quick in and out type games. Like a one whole playthrough will take you about 60 minutes, and then you start over and keep going. So
Okay.
I have to start over. God.
So you brought up the Steam sale mentioned when you were talking about Crusader Kings.
That's coming up soon.
So recently they had like a Steam sale on some new indie games that just got released, and I bought a few that were really good. The first one I had been waiting for because it was on XBLA for a while, but they announced it was coming for Steam end of the month, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get this. It's Dust: An Elysian Tale. For those who don't know what it is, it's like a little like a Metroidvania style like beat 'em up game where you run around collecting stuff, beating up monsters and all that.
Okay.
It was all made by one guy, and it looks amazing. Like it's one of the
Have you played
coolest.
it
Yep. What?
have you played it yet?
Yeah, I played a little of it. I wanted to play more, but it's so good. I highly recommend that one.
How much is it on there? Is it?
It was 13 when I got it.
That's pretty good.
But the base price is 15. But I mean, it might still be 13 right
15's still fair.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
either way, that the Steam Summer Sale is probably coming up in about a month, roughly. So
now. The other two games I got, I haven't played much of. There's Gianna Twin Sisters or Gianna Twin Sisters.
Gianna, yeah.
You
Gina?
played before, and it's pretty good.
Mangina?
Mangina.
Giana.
And then the other one I played, which I've got a little more playtime in, is Rush Bros. It's a little side-scroller platformer game. I got a lot of those. It's basically
Those are some fun games though.
yeah, but it's like a music-based kind of one.
Oh,
which
really?
is weird.
Those are great.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
yeah. It
Eternal
has
Sonata.
all the music is by Infected Mushroom.
sequence.
If you guys have ever heard of them,
I
haven't.
have.
I haven't until recently, and I like it.
I like it a lot.
But pretty much you go through the level doing all this musical-based stuff with all the very cool aesthetics to it. There'll obviously be images in the podcast when we show it, but
Right here.
it's really cool,
Maybe.
cool stuff, and I'm looking forward to playing more of that too. But there's also race mode. You can race friends in there if you want to.
Oh, so it has like a
Master
multiplayer
Race?
aspect to it.
Yep.
Cool.
And I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out some more. And then of course that's all I got for those.
You know, a game looks pretty amazing too. That's supposed to be coming out this fall. Is the new Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
That and that and Saints Row the 4th is coming out too. I'm looking forward to seeing which one ends
That
up.
Grand Theft looks pretty cool because
Yeah.
what I read up on, the guy got like a 4-hour playthrough with it, and it's 3 different characters with like a overarching story, but they each have like their own story. But how it works is you build up to a heist, and then you'll do missions that prepare for a heist, and then you do the heist mission, which is like a crazy mission, and then it cools down, and then you do another one. It keeps going like that. And then, but he was saying like when you're doing a heist mission, there's this part where one guy was a driver, one guy was on the roof sniping people, and the other guy was down fighting people off, and you can switch in real time. So like,
Whoa.
you sit up on the roof and snipe people, and then you see like, oh, I gotta get down here. So then you hit a button and it'll load to the guy down the street. And he's even sitting there's one where he's playing with this guy, shot a bazooka, one of his dudes, and then he switched quick to the other guy, and you can see the bazooka coming in and blowing him up like
Damn. It's like what? Onimusha Dawn of Dreams all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, could there be some like insane co-op there where then you
That's
actually
what
have
I-
like
that would
three
be
people doing
epic.
That'd be cool, yeah. But yeah,
I know
missions
if
are
it has
built
anything
on
like a GTA 4 co-op, it should have something.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like that, where you have one dude sniping and one guy waiting in the vehicle.
I think a cool thing would be like a mission, like based on a co-op, obviously, where you have to have one guy like tail or lure a guy out, and then the other person has to like snipe him or like kill him from a distance.
Yeah, like shoot him in the car or something.
Yeah.
Like an ambush, he just walks out and just bats him in the face.
Yeah.
Like when you're trying to like a certain drug guy, and you don't want to be the guy up front killing him, so you like are luring him out with like you want to like have a fake purchase or something, and then you have your buddy like on a rooftop, so we're like, okay, I got the sights lined, boom, okay, everyone get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're saying every aspect of that game's customization will supposedly like from the cars to your clothes to I believe the guns even.
Hopefully more so than
everything.
Saints Row 3, because I mean it had a lot of customization to it, but it limited it from what it was in Saints Row 2.
Yeah, because I was kind of disappointed with Grand Theft Auto 4. I thought it kind of sucked compared to San Andreas. But they're saying too this is going to be a recreation of San Andreas, and they say the map is going to be bigger than Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and the new one combined. All like pretty much all the other ones.
Holy shit!
It's gonna be that big.
Is that gonna be on the Xbox One or?
Yeah, it's gonna be a next gen game. It'll probably be on PC too, I imagine. But usually it comes out later.
Actually, I think it comes out before the next gens do. So
it might, yeah, because the next gens are kind of in the year now.
It might do like I just saw Battlefield 4 is gonna do and just come out for PlayStation 3 and 4, the 360 and the One,
well,
and the PC.
Because I think not Saints Row, but both of them actually. I think they both come out like in August and September. I'm guessing the consoles come out probably more like November.
Yeah, and you can get like jet skis. They have like shit ton of. You can go up propeller planes, stunt planes, all these different aircrafts. I think you can get a hang glider in the game now. You can do all this crap. You can scuba dive.
So going off that, what are some other games you guys are excited for coming out here? Because I know they started announcing quite a few with E3 right around the corner.
The Battlefield.
You're
yeah.
up for Battlefield.
Something I was really annoyed with was you see all the game little screenshots of the Battlefield 4, and then one day they put up China expansion pack.
Wow.
I'm like, you're putting an expansion pack out
before
the game.
Yeah.
But there's one saving grace that if you pre-order it, you'll get it automatically.
Yeah.
Well,
I was very unhappy until I saw that.
No, I think it was. Don't you have to like get the deluxe edition to get it free?
Well, I just saw the thing on Facebook that was if you pre-order it, then you get it, which I did, and I got the dog tags.
Now I have a question for you, Russell. Call of Duty is showing you guys up with a dog. Can you guys show them up with a dog?
What the fuck is with the dog? It has like the little helmet too. Is that mind control helmet?
No.
Is it bombs?
What is that? No, I haven't. What is this?
Okay, so at the Microsoft press conference, I'm not going to get into the whole thing,
Okay.
but it's for the Xbox One. If we want to talk about more about that, we can. We did that last week, so I don't
I
want
have
to do
like
too
10
much.
articles and we're going to get through all of them, damn it. You
Yeah.
said get articles.
I know. So anyway, Xbox One, they had an announcement at the very end of the whole presentation, which wasn't a very great presentation in my opinion. They did a whole thing for Call of Duty,
Okay.
which has nothing to do specifically with the Xbox. It's a multi-platform thing, whatever.
All right.
And the main point of it was showing off that, hey, there's a dog in this game. It's going to be with your team.
It has
That's the
like
gist of
this
it.
little strap-on
Okay.
helmet thing, and it has like a little device.
Has a
up
machine
here.
gun on its head.
And then it looks like a bomb's on its back, and I'm
That
like,
was like literally the whole gist of that presentation.
I was
World War
gonna say-
II.
Yes.
They
that's
tried
what
it.
for. Yeah.
They tried it. It didn't work.
I was
Right.
gonna say maybe the dog is just there to like help. Maybe you can send it up and it like has a camera.
Maybe it's a way to get girls into the game. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, look at the doggy.
Yeah.
And then the
I'm
dog gets
really
shot. And
hoping
they're
the
like,
dog is playable.
Yeah.
Because that would
It would
make,
be-
that Call of Duty the best Call of Duty ever.
It would
will
make
not
it
bring
so
me into
stupid,
the
but-
game. That will not bring
But maybe it
women
would be
into the
more
game.
realistic because they're like canine teams, right?
You know what doesn't
Yes.
let girls play the game? The fact that they have no video game skills in the first place,
Yeah.
or else they're already
There's
playing.
That's not true. There's plenty of women that seem like
There's
they
plenty
do.
of women that can, but they play every
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
and they play Call of Duty. But the girls that can't play video games, if
They're
they're
not
not
gonna be
already
enticed
playing
to
Call
buy
of
it.
Duty, they're not gonna start playing Call of Duty.
I can
To be
imagine.
fair though, I don't play Call of Duty. I'm never gonna start because I just don't give a shit.
Exactly. Neither am
my
I.
girlfriend can play Super Mario World on Super Nintendo.
Oh God.
Hey,
See, that's real skill right there. Super Mario Bros. Back
no
in the day,
offense.
that was hard stuff.
I play Sonic.
Freaking Super Mario Bros.
Boom.
Super
Usually
Mario
start
Bros.
doing
on
that,
the
right?
Wii. Oh dear Lord.
we get all offended.
Well,
dude, come
me
on.
and Stephanie were
Super
trying to
Mario,
play
do
that. Just have to try to play that on the Wii, and if there's any reason we would ever break up, it would be because of that game.
What game is that?
The Super Mario's on the Wii. She just gets so pissed at me because I'm generally good at video games. It's just not on that.
Yeah.
What do you do?
What?
You need to bring her over to our place one of these days. We'll play a game of Super Mario Bros. U with you, me, Mike, and like 2 other people. We'll give you the touchpad.
Oh
You'll have all the fun.
No, no, I have learned my lesson before.
I
this
think you
is
would
why-
die.
No, Russell. Here's the thing. You don't actually have to jump or anything.
I know. She will get so
She'll
pissed at
dump
me
you.
because I will. Oh, you're jumping? Boop. Screw you. Because I'm so bad at the game. Me and her played a playthrough of the entire game.
You're like, oh.
She ended the thing with 99 lives, like the max.
You have like 2.
No, I had about 30 continues.
This is why we don't play Mario Party 8 together.
Mario Party is just a bad game.
No,
Like,
it's a good game.
no, it's
You're
not.
Mario
just
Party 8 is the
upset.
weakest of the Mario Parties, I think.
Well, the
Yeah.
best ones were the first 3, dude, hands
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I don't mind the first one, but I like the GameCube ones better because
I played the 4th one that was pretty good, but I just remember like the chance time was the funnest because like I'd sit here and whoop my brother, and then he'd just get chance time and take like all my crap and switch me like 5 stars, 100 and some coins. Just, like,
I find it funny that
you always had a chance to lose. That's what I like
Yeah.
about that. No
But
matter how
funny,
good
2
you
weeks
were.
ago, Nick was criticized us for bringing up Mario Party and Minecraft too much, and I didn't even try, and Mario Party got brought up again. How does it keep doing this?
Because it's a good game franchise. 8 was. I haven't played 9.
Because
I'm not on 9.
relationships end over Mario Party.
But,
They
but
do,
8
yes.
is just a
Dokapon
bad
Kingdom probably
game.
kills it more if people
Yeah,
play it.
yeah.
You're the
it
one trying to
would.
get us to play that game. Aaron, are you trying to say something?
Actually, we
We're
do
trying
need
to
to do
end
Let's
mine
Play,
and
but
have
I
a
do not
relationship.
want to be one of the 3.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't care who's in it with me, but there's
Like-
gonna be a Let's Play of Dokapon
Like,
Kingdom.
my God.
What is that?
Wait, is that the cool
Um,
anime one that you were trying to play that one
yeah,
night,
Kind of
but
like
then
an
it got
anime
voted
style
out?
Yeah.
Mario
So you're in
Party.
for that
but-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so
game.
around-
Get
relationship.
coins. It's
You
like
have to play.
RPG.
She can come.
Okay.
I'll be
You
there.
go
Russell, you want to be a
around,
part of it?
kill enemies to level up.
Why not?
Take
Okay,
over
It's an
yeah,
adorable
also,
anime
that's what
game.
gets
We
you.
need
I
one more
don't
person.
know.
We'll probably get like Nick or Cruiser
but like
or
you
Jay
level
here.
up equipment
I'm
and
down.
shit.
Okay,
You
so
can
the 4 of
turn
us
your back
will
on
let's
other
I'm not
people.
gonna
Yeah,
play
yeah.
with Chezza.
Like, you
Okay,
don't
so
have
the
to
4 of us-
like
Chezza is
Fuck, they
gonna
are, you
like
fight.
just troll us
And
the
the
entire
fight
time.
is basically just like rock paper scissors.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's like a
it's
Fire
just
Emblem
not
or
gonna
something.
end well.
The Smash Bros videos,
Kind-
which should
yeah.
start
Like,
showing up
it
in
all-
the
it
next
also
month.
depends on like your attack,
They'll
your
see
defense,
Cheese
and what you have.
trolling with
Like, if you
Steven
have
and
a
I.
shitload of
He was on our
defense,
team,
they're not gonna hurt
and he would
you.
jump off
Unless they have
stage
magic,
on
you have
purpose
no
like all the
magic.
time. Just to
Oh,
fuck
does
with
he?
like
Did he
me,
do
I
the
just-
thing
I
where
just
you're
go,
on the
like,
menu and
straight
it'll change you to
hell,
CPU
pretty
at the
much.
last
And
minute?
then-
And he does that a lot. He'll go on there and he'll just be like, "We'll be ready to go," and he'll just change you to CPU, and then you'll start the game and you'll be like, "Oh shit, I'm not actually playing," and then he'll do that repeatedly, even when you ask him to stop, like after 20 times. So you'll eventually just put down the controller, walk out of the room because you're like, "I'm done."
When we go to Austin, we should do a podcast on the road.
Oh, I think we will.
Oh, yeah.
We were gonna have to. It's gonna be the lads. You, me, Gary, and
Lads.
Mike here.
Where are you guys going to convention?
Yeah, Rooster Teeth Expo 2013.
What's that?
Um,
Oh, the Rooster Teeth. Yeah.
yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this for 3 years, and I'm finally getting to go. I had to rope in this guy. It took me forever.
That'd be fun. Just driving
this
your
guy-
car.
I messaged my friend, see if
Oh,
he
yeah.
hasn't replied yet on Facebook. So.
But no, so yeah, it's gonna be a road trip.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna leave sometime on the 4th, and we're probably not gonna be back until it goes to the 7th, so probably middle of the 8th.
Cool,
At very
man.
very early.
That'd be fun, yeah, because I think it takes about a day to get down there if you want to do it. Just
I
like
did.
nonstop.
I did the check from Des Moines, which is where we're gonna have to pick up Gary at. Be about 16 hours.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Just swap and
Yeah.
nap and.
I figured we'll swap off like every couple hours. We'll switch. We'll have everyone like take a shift of 2 hours. So
Yeah.
okay, so
Anyway.
Does everyone who's going know how to drive?
yes, Gary's a car.
Okay,
You
everyone
know
going
how
on
to
a legal
drive. You do
driver's
catering,
license.
and this guy's a car.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everyone actually knows how to drive and is decent at it.
Yeah.
And Evan's not allowed to go unless I'm out of town.
All right. Well, if Gary ends up canceling last minute, hopefully you don't, Gary.
Gary.
And hopefully
Gary.
Evan can step
Fucking
in.
Gary.
Gary the cat snail.
Anyway.
I love Gary. He's the best.
The snail.
You know the whole show is based off the Seven Deadly Sins. SpongeBob.
Really?
Each
Well,
character is.
I saw that. I don't know
What's
how much I
SpongeBob?
believe it.
SpongeBob's.
But you have to
lost.
believe the Rugrats
Lost.
theory.
Yeah, because he's
The
always
Rugrats
like
theory
so
is legit.
emotional and then
Yeah.
like so down and up. and-
Thing is, you can lust after different things.
Yeah, it's
it
not
doesn't
about
have to
having
be.
sex.
Yeah. Although
Oh,
like, that
baby.
still could be like greed. I
Who?
don't know. Like greed.
Comedy,
If you
right
lust after
there.
Money, isn't that greed?
If only we had someone control the camera, we'd
Well, yeah,
zoom
that's
in on
great.
that.
Yeah, 'cause he's
Yeah.
always
For some
greedy.
reason, it tastes like perfume.
I don't know,
Actually, the quality
I
thing,
guess
I might
it's
just
just
pan into
different.
it.
Well, like lust is like
Probably
emotionally
should.
driven to do something without thinking
Right,
beforehand.
right,
Where
okay.
greed's more of like I'm just gonna do it. And I'm greedy, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay, so Evan.
Okay,
Arcus.
back to video games.
Yeah.
Super serious. We talked
actually,
about the
back to
7 deadly
Crusader
sins
Kings
today.
because we never even finished that discussion. So the game is from 1066 to 1453. I just looked it up. Like that's the span. The new DLC will extend the start date. You can start it at 867. But anyway,
So essentially, you could play for like 600 years.
yes.
That sounds awesome.
It's super fun. But back to my story that I was telling like 20 minutes ago. So I was in one of the Spanish kingdoms because they're pretty easy, and like one of my I have all my brothers like keep telling me, hey, you should keep helping me with this fucking fight, and I'm just like I guess, and then I would do all the fucking work like every time. And eventually, one of my brothers died, and my mother, who like wasn't the ruler of anything, like took over. She's like 78 years old, and she dies like a year later. And I was next in line, so I inherit like all of Spain. And I'm now the ruler of everything, basically, because like brothers were dying, whatever. And then I look down, and I control maybe like 40% of Spain. The other 60% is all like Arab occupied. I have like maybe like 2,000 guys.
Can you poison like people to get ahead
Yeah.
in the round? That's pretty fun.
It's pretty sweet. But I have like maybe 2,000 men. Each of their units was 2,000 men, and they have like 15 units coming at me. I'm just like, shit. Like their guys are a little like lesser trained, but I'm just like I'm so fucking.
Can you
Quantity over
enlist
quality.
help from like other countries?
Yeah. So I married one of my daughters to one of the like a French nobleman or whatever, and that way I had like a relationship with them, and I was like, King Philip, you want to help? And he's like, no.
Oh God! See, if I was playing that game, I would purposely go out of my way to make sure I never do anything
shaking
for the
your
French. Like I'd be constantly.
Well, I was Spain. They were like my closest
No.
allies. They were like,
No.
good.
It's like you're banging my
get
daughter.
Germany or Prussia or whoever it is at the time.
Well,
No,
but, like
you
as far as
banged
like
my
helping me
daughter.
in Spain, like, Germany's
Proof
not
of
gonna help me
marriage.
there. Like,
I
I don't know.
care.
Like when you get Germany's assistance, it's like, okay, Germany, I want to murder the fuck out of France, and you're the other side of them. So help me out here. We'll gangbang these guys and we'll go home.
well, but I was dealing with Spain. Like I had to kill all the Arabs. But anyway, check out this game. Like I recommend it like super highly. It's very fun.
That's what I used to always
This is
do on
too
Age of
crazy.
Empires. Like the free mode. I do the Mediterranean with a big lake in the middle. And then I like form alliances with like this guy and this guy and this guy, and then I just set it up so we can always like gang rape one guy, like taking boats across the
That
water.
actually happens a lot in diplomacy. Like there's Austria-Hungary in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
And every time I play that game with somebody, whenever they get Austria-Hungary, or when I got it once, they get screwed out of everything. But if you're like Russia or Great Britain, you have oceans to work with more easily. So it's like you can just go out in the ocean and no one can fucking mess with you.
Yeah.
Like what you're saying. I played like Age of Empires.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And like because it has like the areas you
Yeah.
start in, and I play with my brother a lot, and pretty much like he would immediately start on units because you need them right away, and then I would just start building this massive wall that just surrounds
Yeah.
our areas,
Like, it's
or
like
like
5
half
walls
the
thick.
map, and
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, we put catapults on the inside, and then we just research all the tech. And then like they're bringing catapults against our walls, and we're sending helicopters.
Just bombing them, yeah.
To the chopper.
It was always beautiful.
Yeah, that was a fun game. I was gonna say too, couple games I heard that are in the works is Mirror's Edge 2. Did you guys ever play Mirror's Edge?
I did
Oh,
play
yeah.
most of that, yeah.
There's working on a
Bizarre.
second one supposedly, and then Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is pretty cool. That was a really good. You know, do you guys ever play that game?
I have no.
That was on GameCube. It was like one of the. If you go to like any top 25 game list, that's always gonna be on there. Like,
But Beyond Good and Evil, you said?
Yeah.
I think I actually had that for PC. I think they re-released it for
yeah, they
PC.
did in high definition. And the guy actually originally planned to make a trilogy game series of it.
A lot of people do, and they end up messing it up somehow.
Well, what happened is like the initial release game didn't get a good initial sale. And so like the company Ubisoft was like worried. But then they kind of noticed that there's actually like this huge cult following now that over the past since it came out. Like there's people that like swear by it still.
It's one of those games that it was good, like really good, but no one bought it at the time because I'm sure they were because
Marketing was poor. Like another game came out that was big or something.
Yeah, like something like that, and everyone starts following it after the fact. It's like, oh hey, people like this game after the fact because they just got to strike before. Now they have time to play it.
And I guess now the Ubisoft's picking the guy back up and is in development as of I think he started working on it like 3 years ago. And they actually say they're actually in like a physical development.
I was gonna say they've been
Struggle for
teasing
it.
that for a while now. And
Yeah.
everyone's getting kind of mad about it, like just release the fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll probably hear news about it. You won't hear news about it until like next year, but it probably wouldn't come out for 2 years from now. But still, it's interesting. that
They might
brought it back.
actually have something for E3. Who knows?
Yeah, they could.
That all reminds me like the whole like cult following afterwards. There was this old PC game called Dungeon Keeper.
Oh yeah,
And like Dungeon Keeper 2, but like everyone like I'll be looking up stuff about it, and like everyone just loves the crap out of the first one, and they just like they just hate that like Bullfrog, that like the company got disbanded a long time ago, because like everyone's always like, man, we need another Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I agree, it was a great game, but it's just like the whole after the fact where just everyone loves it and wants a new one.
Yeah, but now they're disbanded or got fired or kicked out.
Yeah.
'Cause game studios are like so quick about turning crap around. It's like you get a bad game rating, and then just close your whole studio down. You know, that's how it is
Yeah.
these days.
Although I don't know, I think Bullfrog might have been acquired by like EA.
Well,
Battletoads?
Yeah, I know Bullfrog was
Battletoads is
taken by
awesome.
EA and they shut it down.
Yeah, that's what happened.
well, I was so the good news about that Beyond Good and Evil is the original guy who made the original game is
He's
working.
coming back for it?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
making their second one too. So.
I was gonna say, I hate it when they give it to a new team entirely.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
know what they're doing now with the Arkham Origins, and I'm skeptical, but from what I've seen and heard so far, it's still living up to the standard, so I'm looking forward to seeing
It
that.
was kind of like Knights of the Old Republic, and then the second one. Like it was still good, but it wasn't like as good as the first one. You know what I mean?
One other good example would be the Smash Bros. Series. The first two were made by the same guy and
Yeah.
both the same team.
The third one was kind of different.
The third one was different because they gave it to the same like head guy, but they had a whole different team working
Yeah.
under him.
Wasn't the
and
same, I
and,
thought.
and the problem with that team is it was just a bunch of a mix of people from all sorts of different things. It's like
Yeah.
that wasn't gonna work. I
I think
know
it's a cool game.
Yeah, it still turned out good.
Yeah,
it
but
did turn out pretty
wasn't
good.
as solid.
Fine,
as the
but
other one.
Melee's better. Like, let's be honest. Melee's...
Melee doesn't have tripping.
Minus is
Do
better.
it to my face.
Okay, of the
I'm trying to
core
see what I can
games,
do.
like
Hold
in
on.
package, Melee's the best
Well,
one.
I kind of
Mine
like
is DLC,
I kind of like
remember
the
we talked about
original a
this
lot
Let's Play.
still.
Okay, well, I can
The
see
original
the
is
original,
fun.
but either way,
I'll give you
like
that.
Melee and the original are better than Brawl. Like,
Melee was
But,
really
I know
tight.
No
Smash
tripping.
4. I know Smash 4, which is being titled Smash U by all the fans right now, so who knows.
Smash you.
But apparently,
I'm gonna smash you.
but apparently the teamwork on that is going to be the same main guy, but this time it's going to have a Namco team, like the guys who make Soul Calibur, Tekken, and all that
It's got me
stuff,
worried.
so.
It's got me a little worried though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think those guys know what they're doing when it comes to fighting games.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Smash Bros. Isn't technically a straight fighting game, but I mean, they'll probably
That's the
apply
cool
the
thing
normal
about it. Yeah, it was
stuff
so
to
unique how they did like the
Yeah.
percentage health and stuff like that.
I kind of feel like I'm worried it'll just kind of go and end up being like Soul Calibur.
I don't think it
I think it
will.
was end up being like Call of Duty. or something.
Sakurai's
Okay.
a smart guy. He'll stay out of that, I think.
Yeah.
But
We'll see though. It'll be interesting.
But speaking of more upcoming games that are interesting, the other one here I know is going to be interested in this other than me is Shelby. But they announced the past week a new Sonic game
I actually
for the
heard about that
3DS and the Wii U.
I think I did.
It is Sonic
I don't
Lost
have
Worlds.
any of
You
those.
need to get a 3DS
sorry.
at least. Come on.
I know, but I don't play handhelds that much anymore.
We get a Wii U. That way we can do Wii U.
Is this
games.
Sonic
I know, but
Lost
I'm getting.
World?
I think I'm just gonna buy like a cheap Wii for my dorm room because they're like $60.
Yeah, you can get a Wii right now for like
Yeah.
$60.
God, I remember when they're freaking. You can buy them for. You couldn't buy them.
They're
So.
like, oh yeah, I had
Oh,
to wait
yeah,
out
yeah,
line
yeah.
for the morning. My buddy to get his.
My
Yeah.
mom, so basically, my brothers and I all were like, hey, we want a Wii for, like, whatever, birthday that was, like, however many years ago. And my mom was, like, looking all over for it. And she went to Walmart at, like, 8 in the morning and was like, you guys happen to have any Wiis? And they're like, we have one left. And she's like, go get it. And I ended up getting it. And then it took us, like, 2 months to get controllers for the thing. So we couldn't find
How
them
much
anywhere.
were those at launch?
$250, I think.
Controllers.
3?
40 for the controller and 20 for the nunchuck.
Yeah.
No, I mean the.
No, but the system was
The system was like
$250, right? Like
$250?
when it
Oh,
first came out,
yeah.
it was $250.
Yeah, $250.
But going from your story, I think I might have brought this up in the podcast a while ago, but I'll bring it up again anyway because I don't remember if we did.
Right.
So when I got my Wii, I know. It was way back during the first season
Yeah.
it came out. It was Black Friday, and I had heard that GameStop was going to get like a few in that morning. And so I'm like, well, I gotta go and get this. So I went there early in the morning. I called my buddy Josh. I'm like, hey, Josh, I am waiting in line for the Wii coming out here. Do you want to like hang out or something? Because I don't want to sit here by myself for 3 fucking hours when the store opens. I got there super fucking early to make sure I got there. So he and I went there. We got to McDonald's first. Sat there, got some food, and hung out there playing games and whatever. And there was like 2 other people ahead of us. And I'm like, oh, well, this shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, they probably have like, what, 5 in stock, whatever, at least. After about an hour, the line went from where we were at third all the way to the other end of the fucking mall. It was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't see it, but it went around the corner and everything. It's a small mall, but I mean, you could still tell it was a long line.
Yeah.
And so we talked to some of the people in line who were with us, and everyone was kind of like, they weren't sure what's going on. So the doors finally open, and we all get in, and we're sitting at the counter, and when the first guy goes up, he's like, so you have any Wii's in stock? And the guy's like, we have 3 left in stock, and I'm like, oh god, thank god we got who did.
You got the last one.
Yeah, the guy behind me looks so defeated. Like he was getting it for his kid, and I could just see the look in his eyes. Like, no,
like, I crushed
my
your
life.
child.
You should just sold it, turn around, sell it to him for $500.
Aaron, you were probably like, it's mine.
I was really tempted.
Suck it.
I was really tempted to turn around and sell it because I'm like, I could just buy 2 Wii U's. Then.
Yeah, exactly. When you're in 4th, though, like, it's not like you're at the end of the line, you're just like, oh, I showed up 10 minutes ago. Well, like, he's probably been there, hours, and he gets there, and they're like, we have 3.
And he's like,
I just
He
remember
actually did show up like 15, 20 minutes after we did.
Yeah,
so
so like by 15
I
minutes,
was
he
saying-
just got completely screwed.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed if I was
Yeah.
him.
my friend had one of those, and it's just like 2 months after the release, they had so many problems with them for so long. It's like 2 months after the release.
You were talking about the Wii?
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems with mine.
Really?
At all.
Well, at least in my area they did because 1 or 2 months after release, people were trying to buy it off him for $500.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said no. I'm like, dude, you never play it. But
Whatever.
Like,
Just wanted to
I-
say you had it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got it.
Like, I mean, the only issues I've ever had with my Wii is the fact that it crashes. That's because of Smash Bros. Mods.
Yeah.
Remember when those came out? Those are the only game we really played when we had it was the one it came with was that sports one with the bowling, and that was about it. And then
Kirby.
yeah, that's all I really got. When I forgot.
Yeah. I got, I think the first big game I got for that I liked, because I know that I got Twilight Princess, but I didn't really stick with it for too long because I get bored of Zelda really quick.
Yeah. I thought that one kind of was bad too. That's probably the worst one.
I actually kind of like that better than most of them.
I like the GameCube one. They're actually gonna remake that on the Wii U. That was a fun
Oh, you
one.
mean the Wind Waker?
Yeah, where you sail and
That one
stuff.
looked pretty cool. I want to get
Yeah.
back in
That's
that.
a good
Yeah,
game.
that one was pretty fun.
But
See
the
it
big
now.
one I got into for the Wii was Metroid
I
Prime.
didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Because, I mean, it showed that the first-person shooter could have been done right that no one else ever did.
I like to draw a lot.
And it's Metroid. Fucking love Metroid.
Oh, that's a good
Best-
game too. That was on game. Yeah, that was one of my favorite games when I had a GameCube.
Yeah, if I had to pick my 2 favorite series in the world, it'd probably be well, actually, I'm gonna have to go 3 now. It's a toss-up between Sonic, Portal, and Metroid, just because I like all 3.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, Portal was pretty good too.
When the new systems,
Portal,
the
yeah.
new gen comes out, do you think they'll have the same issues that they had with Xbox, PS2 and 3, and the Wii?
Like, what you
rampant, always out of stock.
I don't think so because they had 8 years to make it. So
Well,
they
on top of that, though, I think the issue with the next consoles that are coming out, because the Wii U isn't selling out right now,
Yeah.
because the big argument for it is it's too expensive, and it only started selling really well in the UK and parts of Europe because of the massive price cuts. But the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, if the PlayStation 3 was any indicator back when it was first released, I guarantee you the prices are going to be pretty high. I'm going to say
the prices are gonna be high.
I'm gonna say at least $500 for the PS4 if the PS3 is a good indicator. Otherwise, maybe 300 tops.
Well, I think they're going to learn their lesson and shoot for 400, 300,
Yeah,
like
that-
after
that-
going over.
that- that's
You
the
say
thing I'm
that, but I
thinking.
mean, they're pretty much just saying it's a beefed up version of their old system. I mean, how can you really make the price lower?
At the same time, though, technology in that amount of time, I mean, like getting the same stuff that went into the PlayStation 3 wouldn't be that expensive anymore.
Yeah, but then you have companies like EA. I know you had this written down somewhere, but you have companies like
Yeah.
EA saying how these are pretty much like just as good as or better than high-end.
Yeah,
PCs.
EA came out and made a statement in an article saying next gen consoles are a generation ahead of what PC can do now.
Yeah, if they're making claims like that, then you have to guarantee it's going to be expensive.
They might be right.
Aaron, I wish we could, you need to just zoom in on Jay's face right there.
Yeah.
If the quality is good enough, I'll do it.
Well,
like it was beautiful.
they could be right, but give it like a month and then PC will be
Exactly.
right.
Well, it's not even right, though. I mean,
Another
Like, right when it
statement-
comes out, give it like a
PlayStation
month.
3 has, I mean, like the RAM it's using, sure, that's better than most PCs have.
Yeah.
Normal RAM, but it's video
16
RAM,
gigs?
and
Yeah.
the gaming graphics cards have that already.
Yeah.
So it's like the PCs are already ahead of it.
Yeah, and I mean you can run. Yeah.
But going off that though, I heard another statement from the CEO guys of Microsoft saying how they expect. There's a couple things I want to point out. First, they said that they expect this console generation, or at least their consoles, to sell into the hundreds of millions, if not the billions. And
Is this over the course of the generation? Like, because this generation was 8 years
maybe over the
long.
course of the generation, but
So
the fact still
maybe.
remains that's a high number to
billion, though?
shoot
That's
for.
like one in every 7 people
I just
in the
want to make
world.
sure that the billions of like profit, like money wise, or
I'm
like
thinking
actual
units.
units.
I'm
sold?
thinking units.
Yeah, well, there's like
Yeah.
there's like 7 billion people in the world, I believe. So that's like 1 in every 7 person. So
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
Here's the
Yeah.
problem I have with that
Factoring in
statement.
households of
Yeah.
3 people to buy one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's almost like every
other person.
every other
That's not-
household.
that's
See,
not-
even.
here's the problem with that statement, I think, is that after EA with their Dead Space and their what's the other one they did under that wasn't okay. It was Dead Space. Square Enix had the Tomb Raider and Hitman, and then Resident Evil for Capcom. all of those guys overestimated the amount they could sell those games for, saying they could like, oh, we're gonna sell 500 million, or we're gonna sell 5 million of Tomb Raider, and we're gonna make profit off this. But they didn't, and they spent way too much money in development to even come close to.
Well,
making
what I think is they just say that to reassure buyers, like, oh yeah, we're gonna be selling these, and these are good. And, like, they don't even really have a fact to base it off of, you know? It's just kind of like that reassuring
but then you
comment.
have people like me who are going to look at this and be like, you're just talking at your ass. You have no idea what you're talking
Oh, yeah.
about.
But then there's, like, the average person that looks at a computer and is like, I just hit the power button and then I go on the internet. And you know, like, they don't know any better.
Or like they'll get a router and
that's a lot of
then
people.
plug it into itself and expect it to work. Like, where's my internet?
Yeah.
Infinite internet.
True story.
Well, you'd be surprised. People calling at this computer shop I work at asking, like, how do I get rid of this Java update? And it's like, you see that little bubble that pops up? You click that bubble. And then it takes you, you know what I mean? But like they don't get
install
that.
the update. I mean,
Well, I remember we had to help a friend of ours with his internet issues, and most of it was just the person who was putting the internet in, like trying to get the router installed, just wouldn't wait long enough for the lights to go and do what it's supposed to do.
Essentially, like they just needed the router set up, and so I didn't know like exactly what they had done. So I like hit the button and back to reset it to default because it was all crazy. And then I was trying to get it to work, and the guy, this lady was like hitting the Wi-Fi protected setup button, like thinking that'll do something.
Yeah.
Or just like messing with the router, and I'm just sitting there like, because I don't want to seem rude and tell her to stop doing stuff.
Like, oh, it's not that.
But at the same time, like I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be doing that right away.
That's honestly half the problem with those troubles. Just wait.
Yeah. So eventually, I got her to wait. I unplugged it all, plugged in the modem, waited for that to go. Plug in the router, wait for that to go, and then go to the computer, sign into the router. It's done.
Boom. Yeah.
And I'm like,
more news.
More news.
So, they just found a new side quest in Final Fantasy IX. 13 years after release.
Wow. What is it?
What?
It's called the Lost Nero Family side quest.
Oh, shit.
It's not in the guidebook. Apparently nobody has found it or known it. Like, no one has known it's existed until, like, now. And this game
is it?
There's a new side quest in Final Fantasy IX that was just discovered. Like,
I'm so doing that!
Yeah, nobody's heard about it, and it was just found. It's not in the guidebook. It's
Final Fantasy IX is like
ever completing this.
That reminds me of
my game.
And you get a protect ring.
A lot of people like.
That reminds me of the story I heard recently. It was about a month or two ago.
What?
Where apparently the guys who made the Arkham City game said there are some Easter eggs that after about a year of it being out, maybe a year and a half, people still haven't found them yet.
Well, I mean, I know with
I can talk about
Arkham Asylum, the original, there was this area in like the mansion you could get through it, and they had to leak that because no one could find it, and it was hinting at Arkham
And then
City.
Rooster Teeth made a video for it, and everyone else made videos for it.
But nobody found it, and they were just like, by the way, guys, Easter egg, go find it, it's right here.
How much you bet the Easter egg in Arkham City is an Easter egg for Arkham 3 that they were hiding this whole time? They're waiting for Arkham Origins to be out first before it's like, okay, now we can show it.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but like
I'm still
there
shocked
are some really well hid like Easter eggs. Like, I mean, this isn't an Easter egg; it's a side quest.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
What about that game Bungie's making now?
Destiny?
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
I haven't seen much of it,
Looks
but
interesting,
the
at least, to say the
aesthetics to
least.
me remind me a lot of Halo. Which is
Yeah.
expected, but I mean, it still is very
Halo's
Bungie.
still good. Like, I enjoy the Halo
What
games,
kind of
so.
game is it supposed to be? I
It-
heard it's
it's
like an
a-
open world.
Basically, it sounds like
Thing.
you take
That's
how
all I heard.
Halo plays, you take how Halo plays and put it into a massive multiplayer online sort of atmosphere, and then you build a character. But the biggest thing they're saying is like you could be doing every time you log on, like you do missions for yourself, and it's kind of like every time you play should be a different, unique experience. Like you go to a ruin, and like some other guy from Zimbabwe could be rolling up on a hover bike and then just hop out and help you, and then join up in your mission. It's like really just
Or
big
completely
world.
screw you over.
You just go
know?
explore. Yeah, you just go explore stuff, and like you said, right when you turn the game on, it just takes you into the game. There's no menu, so it just
So like,
turns
wow,
on.
Nice.
futuristic multiplayer Skyrim.
And, yeah.
I still didn't think
I
that
also
sounds
heard
awesome.
that it's likely that it'll actually get a PC port as well.
Yeah, and I think they're even talking about getting like multi-connected consoles and PC together on it.
I wish they would do that with like.
They gotta do
every
that more
game.
often.
They've done that with a few games, and when they do, it turns out pretty good. Like I know Portal 2 did that, and that was pretty fun.
Everyone complains, but then they do it and it turns out fine. That's what I think is funny.
Well, the biggest
What,
complaint,
cross-platform?
the biggest complaint about it is the whole mouse, keyboard versus controller. It's like you know, guys, if it's that big a deal to you, just find a server where they're not having mouse and fucking keyboard.
Yeah.
I mean, and even then, if you're good enough, it's not going to matter.
But yeah, I guess Bungie, they're saying in some videos like they have like all their money on the studio riding on this game too. So if it doesn't go out, and like they even have like so like you know they're probably gonna try to do a good job. And like you gotta look back to like they made the Halos, but then you also gotta look at how they like revolutionized online gaming, like with Halo 2, the matchmaking system. They made that. That's what started doing and like a lot of like Call of Duty. You wouldn't be searching for games on Call of Duty without that matchmaking.
Yeah.
Like every game afterwards took suit on that and followed it. It's like they've done stuff that's like kind of revolutionized. Like streamlined stuff, so kind of curious to see what at least it'll look like when it's done.
I think it's going to do really well, just for a simple fact that Bungie has such a reputation.
They do have a good track record.
Yeah. And the few things I've seen is they're being really cryptic about it, but I think that's in their favor.
I
don't see it doing it bad. I don't see
they
it
want to
doing
learn
bad.
more.
Well,
They don't know much.
At least they're being cryptic in a good way, where they're still showing off some of the gameplay, so it's like you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Whereas Deadpool guys who are making Deadpool, they're not showing much of anything, so it's like
Because they're probably worried.
I don't know what kind of game it is. I want to pre-order it because it looks like it's gonna be fun, but I don't know what game it is. I don't want to buy it and be like, oh, it's the dating sim.
Catherine with Deadpool.
It's like SimCity.
It's cheesy one-liners and all. That'd be funny. Like, take a girl on the date.
I probably actually had to buy it if it wasn't dating sim. It's really hilarious.
Catherine with Deadpool. That would be awesome.
That's like the second dating sim joke I made in the
Except
past
they
5
wouldn't do the
minutes.
puzzle. You just like jump off and be like, take me.
He's like, girl, I can't be with you. I gotta finish this chimichanga first.
Let's see. So,
That'd be like the breakup line.
Oh yeah.
okay, Xbox One news. So,
Here we
I guess last, during the whole Xbox One launch, they were like, no ability to self-publish, and a lot of developers were mad. And so Major Nelson is like, LOL, JK, those results or those reports are inaccurate and incomplete. So, according to Don Matrick, told Kotaku, we're going to have an independent creator program. We're going to sponsor it. We're going to give people tools. We're going to give more information. That's something I think I think is important. That's how I started in the industry. There's no way we're going to build a box that doesn't support that. So, I hope this is true, because that'd be cool.
Where are all these things coming from? Because I heard a lot of stuff like non-backwards compatibility and the restricted use games
backwards
thing.
compatibility is probably true, though.
Didn't we
yeah,
talk
but I've
about
heard
the cloud storage thing is going to be backwards compatible or something?
What-
That was for the PS4,
Where's this coming
I
from?
think.
Because I
And
thought all
even
the
that,
news.
This
can't
is all from
remember.
Destructoid.
I thought all the news was
Shout out
from
to
the
Destructoid.
Xbox One
They could
press
sponsor us.
release.
They should.
I mean, we use their news.
Well, that's because it's the easiest one to use.
It's right on your fingers.
See, here's the problem I have with this whole Xbox One fiasco. They keep going back and forth with like various comments saying, "Oh, it'll do this," "Oh, it won't do this," or "Hey, it's gonna have this issue," "Oh, it's not gonna have this issue." It's like, look, you guys had a conference. We're supposed to answer all of our questions about what the fuck this thing is, and we have more questions now than we ever had before because no one can give us a clear answer.
Yeah, everyone's walking around.
I've gotten arguments from people saying that they're gonna wait till E3 to tell us all this stuff. It's like, yes, the E3 is a month away. And we want to know this stuff now. We want to know what games you're going to have. We want to know all these different questions about the used game stuff. Like,
Well, hopefully they'll address that more in E3.
yeah, but I mean, you had a conference all to yourself. Answer these questions now while you're not showing the floor with PS3 or PS4, and then when the PS4 gets there, show your best stuff. Then it's like, okay, that's
Wait, when is E3? Is it like this?
June, like. 14th,
I always thought it was in
14th.
May. Okay,
Yeah.
it's coming up. All right.
So you see, I'm a little afraid. Like, what if they think that like all the stuff they could have shown is their best stuff, and they just want to release as much as they can in E3 to just try to overshadow everything?
I don't think it's
See,
gonna work.
what I don't get is like a company that big, they should start kind of looking at. I want to bring this up too. Something interesting is Valve, that Team Fortress skin that came out in 2008 is still running updates, and they did the first ever community-based update, including all the artwork on the website, comic strips they've made, artwork, renditions of models for creators made like models for the game. They put in like then they'd name it and give it appropriate stuff and reskin and do all that. But the community 100% made this update. And it didn't cost Valve a dime, really, besides looking at... Basically what they did is they had these guys do this for free, and then they just bring in this work, and then they just kind of like, oh, yeah, this looks cool. Put a little skin over that
Approve.
game.
See, that's why Valve...
Do you have to work for us?
That's why Valve gets my approval, especially because I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with the Steam box. Hopefully they announce something about it at E3. because they get the gaming community. They know what people want. They go for it. Like, they put all the effort into it.
And then you know that the customer will be satisfied because the customer made the fucking thing that went in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Not to mention, I mean, it's Valve and Steam, and just like their customer support is always just top notch.
Like, I want to go on the argument here to do with the Xbox One stuff still. My big thing about the whole conference thing about how you can say they're saving it all for E3 and trying to overshadow everybody. That's great, but here's the thing. Nintendo has a new thing where they do Nintendo Direct. They announce like a bunch of new stuff they're working on every month on all their different platforms. And that's gone very successfully, like a positive reception. Everyone likes the idea. Mm-hmm. They don't wait for a fucking they don't wait for E3 to do this stuff. They're actually not going to even have a huge show. They're gonna have their little.
They just got to show off more flagship games to get people to want to buy. Like I know they're working on.
I know they're
new
coming
Pikmin.
out pretty soon.
If they show like a new Pikmin at E3, that'd be awesome. If they show like
rumors are they're going to show a new Mario, a new Zelda. They're going to show Pikmin 3 probably, Smash Bros. The next one. And I'm pretty sure they got something else in the works too.
Okay.
Other stuff.
And people bitch about Call of Duty just releasing the same old crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I loved Mario, but oh my god.
Yeah,
I agree with Mario because his games do get repetitive, but then you have like Zelda, which they actually do try to.
I'll agree with this guy. The new Marios suck, dude. The new Marios are horrible. I hate them all.
They're so, the 2D ones or the like
all these new 2D, 3D side scroller ones. They suck because like I play Super Mario World and I'd rather just play that because the controls are so much tighter. Like I'll be playing the new one and it's like I'll jump and then like it takes them like a sec to realize I jump and it's just really sluggish and slow. Like they slowed it down for little kids to play and it's not like, you know what I mean? It's just not the same and it's not fun. Like it's just boring.
Like you like the really tight controls.
Well, it's just incredible. Like that game, my girlfriend can play that game and still have fun. Like the new one, it's just like I can't even play this and have fun anymore. Like there was actually like kind of some skill to the old one. Like if you were good, you could like fly out the cave through levels, find all the secrets. It's like the new ones just don't really have that anymore, man. It's just not that fun anymore.
Well, I get that, but the thing is with like Call of Duty, it's like, hey, now we're gonna move them to this, this era and this era and this era, and here's the same multiplayer with some adjustments, but it's the same thing year after year, and it's every year. Whereas Mario is not every November there's not a new Mario, and
it's usually every
lately
2
it feels
years.
like that.
It's
though.
every year.
If it isn't on the Wii, it's on the DS, and if it's on the DS, it's on
but they're
this.
at least different. Like Super Mario Galaxy is different from this Mario, which is different from this Mario.
See, this is why I always put Sonic on a pedestal over Mario. Not like over every game, but at least over Mario, because at the very least, all of his games have tried to do something where it feels different.
No, I hate
and so it's like, okay, that's cool.
Well,
different whole playstyle, different whole scheme of controls.
Okay, just the story of Sonic 06. Like,
the original.
it was this game that was supposed to be super amazing and awesome, and they spent so much money and time on it, and then like they basically rushed all their deadlines, and it ended up being super broken.
Yeah.
Like everything in it was.
It had a lot of great ideas, but it just fell apart.
I think Sonic will be like the Mortal Kombat formula, where they'll make like the first 3 are awesome. Like Sonic Adventure was good, 2 was alright, then it just got worse and worse, and then like Sonic 9 will be like the game that just breaks, like because the new Mortal Kombat's pretty awesome. Like it'll be like
actually,
that random number will just break out and it'll be like
you bring that up. Colors for the Wii was actually really well done.
I've heard that too.
And Generations that was out a year and a half, 2 years ago, one of my favorites ever. And the new one they're doing shaped to be pretty good too. From what I hear, it's like a mix of Mario Galaxy with like old retro Sonic. So yeah, I mean,
they just seem to like make that Sonic formula that was really fun though, and just bring it back and like revitalize it. Like, 'cause, like I see like Sonic Colors, like what, like I know it's probably good, but I look at it, it's like, what is it, like a 4-year-old game? Like this dude's flying through the air with colors swirling around like rainbows. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna back off from this.
Yeah. Like that'd be cool if they had like the old. It'd be funny if they brought back like the old. You know, you'd always have like the 2 for 2. If you had like 10, you know, going like this or something.
I'd say you should definitely give it a shot though. Let's just give it a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, the gameplay itself is pretty solid. Story wise, I could skip it, but I mean overall it's still fun.
Yeah, like it was like that Kirby Epic Yarn. It's like, why do we have to have like this weird like Epic Yarn? Why don't you just have it be like Kirby?
They're doing a Yoshi Epic Yarn this year.
Kirby Return to Dreamland is the best game ever.
Yeah, you know, I have it like
that
Dreamland.
game's
Just keep it
awesome.
like Kirby, like you
Shark.
have
They
like
gotta
this
give
dumb
Crystal
like
Shark.
beam
That
going
one was
on.
awesome.
You
The
could have fire
multiplayer was
swords.
ridiculous. Like I played that all the time with my brothers.
Yeah.
Because Kirby Crystal Sharks for 64 is pretty cool though.
That
I
was
like
fun.
Like I like how you have the whole blending of powers and stuff, but I don't know. It'd be interesting if they just brought it back in a way that's kind of like, like this is Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Like this is what Mortal Kombat was supposed to be.
Did you ever play Shaolin Monks?
Yeah, I did.
I want them to come out with another one.
That game was fun.
That
dude.
game was fantastic.
That game was fun. Yeah.
Except like the whole game wasn't that hard.
It was just
and
like a fun beat
then
'em
you get
up.
to the end and you're like, all right, kill Goro, and then Shao Kahn comes out and he just rapes you
Yeah.
over and over, and
That's
then
how it
eventually
always
you
been,
kill him,
yeah.
and you're like, all right. no more fucking hammer to the face.
Yeah, but that's what I say. That's my opinion on Sonic. Because I loved the shit out of the first three, and I loved Adventure and Adventure 2. And after that, I just
still go back to
Sonic?
Adventure 2 every now and then.
Yeah, I was like, because I used to play it all the time when I was
I
younger.
have the original 3 still.
I couldn't
actually
find
showed
it.
her
Yeah,
Steam.
I couldn't find it. I was like, I have no
Like,
idea, and I
sitting
guess
there,
I just
I'm
never
like,
looked on
he did
Steam,
the
and then
motion.
he's like, oh yeah, it's on
I've
Steam.
got
I'm
a draft
like,
at that
what?
point.
I still have like my original Sega
Show
I grew up with
the
the
scan.
3
I don't know
games.
what
Like
to
I
do.
still have that if I want to pop it in. I mean, I love Sonic, but I just didn't like what they'd done for like the past 4 or 5 games with it.
I feel like if my parents let me get into gaming at a younger age, I probably would have been a Sega kid, yeah.
Yeah. I think they just bought that one because it was cheaper than Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's what they could afford.
Well, that I just like Sonic and all the other games on Sega better than
And it shut me up and put me in front of the TV for 3 hours. Like crying or shit in his diaper.
Want me to drop backgrounds?
Well, no, like how
You
are
know,
you with
usual. The parent.
Pretty okay.
Yeah.
them? I'm
Alright.
used to seeing this.
Mike is done.
Oh my god. Looks so fucking creepy.
Fucking the hongo!
Yeah.
You look like a black kid kind of though.
Oh, nobody's
Mike,
gonna
you
know
look
me.
so
Oh, if
fucking
we're doing
creepy.
portraits, I'm in. All right, let's do this. I do
Portrait
portraits.
contest?
Well, not a contest, but I used to do like portraits, as in like real portraits, and try to get them sold.
Nice.
I should sell these.
Like
I should
realism.
sell these to you.
Like I said, if you want
Our
anything,
realism.
that
Zebra
way-
cake?
Yeah.
You know, that'd be funny.
I'll take the zebra cake.
The only way you'll see this is if
Oh,
you pay
sold.
me.
Thanks for you sending it for.
Humble Bundle 8 is out, and it's sweet. I was talking about it earlier, but for the podcast people,
What is
we've
it?
got Little Inferno,
Okay.
Awesome Knots, Capsized, Thomas Was Alone, and Dear Esther. And then if you pay $5.68 or more, you get Hotline Miami and Proteus. I would recommend it just for Dear Esther. It's one of my favorite games I've played in a while. It's more of an interactive book than a game. There's no interacting with anything. It's just a lot of walking around, listening to dialogue. Like you can observe, like you can zoom in on a couple things to kind of see what's going on. But it's basically just an hour-long interactive story or interactive book, and it's so good. Like basically what happens is at any given point of dialogue, not every single one, but most of them, there are anywhere from 1 to possibly like 4 dialogue options that can happen. So you can get different pieces of the story every time you play through the game. So at the end of the game, there's 2 possible outros they can give you. And honestly, like I looked up the transcript for the game to see like the difference. My opinion of the game would have been completely different on like what the story's about. Like it's kind of like you kind of have to piece it together. Obviously, I would have had like a completely different opinion on what happened had I gotten the other ending than I.
Oh, so it can go
In
drastically
conclusion, he's
different.
played the game 4 times.
I've played the
Yeah.
game 4 times. It apparently, according to the internet, it takes about 6 playthroughs to get all of the different content.
I like that.
But you can just play it once, take it there, and leave the game, walk away, never play it again, and that's your opinion of the game. Or you can go through and like kind of piece the story together the way I did.
That's
like
pretty cool.
I played through it like 3 times. Then I played through it, and then that night I went and I ran the game again. Like that night, I just played it for another hour, and then I did another one like a couple days later, and then I started actually looking up like what the internet thinks and all that. And I kind of have my own opinion on how it ends, but I would never want to like spoil that because I think
Yeah,
that,
it's something you gotta check out
it's something you
yourself.
got to check out yourself. And you
I'm
can get it for
gonna guess.
$1 right now. You
I'm
can
gonna
get it for a
guess it
cent.
ends with you being murdered by a crow.
There are birds, and that's like all you had. There's some birds at the end, and that's it.
And you don't like what I did there? Murder
It's the only
crows?
living thing in that game.
Is the dialogue like it just randomly picks, or is like there a way to influence what gets
No,
said?
there's no way to influence what happens. But yeah, basically
The places you walk kind of influence which
well, yeah,
pieces of the
where
story
you go to
get.
the dial, like where you go, because like there's obviously a set path. But there's some like alternate routes. They don't lead to the right location. They're just like dead ends. But you'll get extra dialogue for going there. But so at the beginning of the game, there's like 4 or 5 dialogue options that can happen, and like the narrator will give you one of them. And there's nothing you can do to influence that, and there's nothing you can do to influence any of the other ones in the game. It's just one randomly selected one.
The frustrating part of the game is that like you always think like, oh hey, I could go this way, and you'll end up wandering for like like I ended up playing the game for a long time if you hadn't have told me like eventually where to go, because I just ended up walking.
I ended
around
up
in
using the
circles.
console on my second playthrough to increase my walk speed. because it was kind of slow. But honestly, I think just walking through it at the pace, like the world is beautiful. It's really like well designed. It was actually originally a Half-Life mod, I believe, for Half-Life 1, and they re-released it as like its own standalone game.
Cool.
And it's so good. Like it's. If you go into it expecting a game, like
he has
a
a girl
serious
passion
video game,
for this.
yeah,
He has a man crush on this game. You can
If
tell.
you go
It's
into
like being
it
already
expecting
big.
a really awesome game,
Less creepy.
you're gonna be really bummed. If you
Dude,
go
more
in
creepy.
expecting just a really good story and just a really like awesome narrative and a fun game
So unique.
or fun book, it's definitely worth it. And it's like if you buy the Humble Bundle just for that, like
The humble bundle.
yeah, like it was in the
Humble-
Humble Bundle.
Humble
Like,
Bundle.
I mean, you can pay you can pay 1 cent if you want.
You gotta get that curly clip.
Wait, you pay like 1 cent, you get the bundle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever used a Humble Bundle?
No.
You've never used an okay. Humble Bundle is pay what you want, goes to charity. You can pay any amount of money. So obviously, like Notch paid $5,000 for the bundle because it goes to charity, though.
Yeah.
But I've never paid 1 cent. I think that's kind of scummy.
Yeah.
And like some people on like Steam would like pay the minimum to get like Steam codes, which I think is $1, and then just like trade them for things, which is I also think scummy because it goes to charity. Like
Trade
you
it for a
don't-
new hat and Team Fortress.
Exactly.
So it's good to do that.
But you can pay 1 cent, you'll get the games. You can pay $1, and I think $1 is the minimum to get the Steam codes, if I remember correctly. Like 99 cents, no, but at $1 you'll get like you'll get one.
You can re-gift the games if you don't want to even play it anyway.
Well, it actually comes is like for the Steam codes, it actually will give you all 5 games or however many it is.
one
You can't
code.
do it on a game by game basis.
Okay.
But so like for example, if I got it, I wouldn't be able to gift Dear Esther to somebody, which is fine. But like,
You didn't pay that much.
But I
anyway.
want you to give me Dear Esther, damn it.
just go buy the Humble Bundle
There's
for $1.
There's this game.
How
like-
long is that going on?
It's going on for another 12 days, so it must have
Okay.
started probably yesterday. It's 12 days and 20 hours, so it probably started yesterday, and then it's gonna go on for 2 weeks.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna
dope.
do
Check
that
out.
tomorrow, yeah.
But yeah, like
What charity's going to this say?
it goes to the Child's Play Foundation or Child's Play charity, and so it goes to them.
I know Child's Play.
But like you can set the split, so you can put some like let's say you paid $30. You could put 10 to developers, 10 to charity, 10 to the Humble Bundle, like as a tip to them.
Oh, okay.
You could give it all to the developers,
That's
all to
cool.
charity, however you want to slice it.
I'm gonna give it all to just the Humble Bundle, just to tip them off.
Oh, I always give it just to I give a little bit to charity, but usually I put the majority to the developers because they're the ones producing
Yeah.
this content
yeah, I
I'm
know.
playing. But
You guys are starving artists. Here you go.
right. But yeah, you can pay $1 and get the 5 games, or if you pay $5.68 is the current, and like as people buy it, it goes up in price, like the minimum needed to get these other 2 games. I've heard Hotline Miami is actually really good, so I think I usually buy the minimum to get everything, unless I already own all of the end games, in which case I'll still pay like a decent amount. But yeah, for $6 you get 7 indie games.
That's legit.
It's pretty awesome.
There's this game too.
Steam. Best.
Yeah, there's this game too that just came out recently. Got a pretty poor review on IGN, but like it's one of those games that's like you're like a detective in a haunted town, but like it's really kind of crabby made, but like the story and the characters are good. And IGN gave it a crappy review, but then like the whole comments list in the bottom was like, I played this game and it's like actually really awesome. I don't get why I got such a bad review. Like it's like one of those games where it's like I can't remember the name of the game though, man.
Freaking God Hand.
Also related to the Humble
play
Bundle,
more of that.
apparently they've started a Humble Weekly sale, and for the next 15 hours or 16 hours, it just changed. You can get Alan Wake and pay whatever you want.
Oh, nice.
And the expansion.
Was that the
On
boat game?
Steam, or just what are the things?
I don't know if there's. It looks like it's. They have a little Steam symbol next to the game, so I'm assuming it's Steam redeemable. But yeah, you pay whatever you want, you get Alan Wake, which I played a little bit of the Xbox version that my brother picked up.
I remember that game, yeah.
It's pretty solid. I picked it up again on Steam, like my own personal copy, and I'll play through it eventually. But it's actually a pretty solid game.
There's like Crimson
Like-
Skies too, and that came out. That was a fun game.
Man, that was a fun game.
But yeah, you can
I
pay.
played
You can pay.
Microsoft. I played
This
the shit
also
out of
all goes to
Microsoft.
charity.
You want
so
to pass me a link of that on Facebook so I can check it out later?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'll hook you guys up.
With that in mind, though, we are actually running out of time here, so we should
Hold
probably
on,
wrap
I
up.
have the
shit.
biggest. I have the biggest article though. I've been saving it for last.
Okay, we'll do that really quick, and then we'll head out.
Titan, Blizzard's big project, is pushed back to
You can get after this.
2016.
What project?
We'll get you in
They've
here.
been hinting at this MMO called Titan for a while now, and it's supposed to be like this amazing MMO. And I think we were talking about it at work like
The
a
next
couple days ago.
Warcraft.
And it got pushed back until 2016. They're pushing
Whoa.
it back, and I'm not a big WoW fan.
I never played
But-
it once.
Neither am
I
I.
played it, but my problem is I'm not gonna pay $15 a month
Yeah.
for the same game, especially when like every quest is go from point A to point B, talk to person C, and
collect
return to
7
point
horse
A.
bollocks.
Or go from point A to point B and kill X monsters and then return to point A.
But you will pay $5 a month for RuneScape.
Yes, hell yeah, I will, because it's varied content.
Collect these 10 things from this enemy that drops it. You kill like 800,000 and you get 5 of them.
To like grind for these stupid items. Like I get the appeal of WoW kind of, but
See, I'm not a fan of
personally
any of that
don't
monthly
enjoy it.
pay crap. I'd rather just because when I did that once for Final Fantasy 11 back in the day, it was a fun game, but I just got to this point where it's like, oh yeah, payment's due, and it's like I feel like I had to play the game, but I didn't want to play the game.
Exactly.
So I was like, all right, I should just quit playing this game.
MMOs can ruin my life.
Like you just buy it and you're done.
Or like
And
Diablo
in
3
game
even.
you can pay for stuff. But
Yeah, and
you don't have
microtransactions.
to.
See, I've never liked the idea of
I
just
mean, you
the
can
whole
get it
online
just
gaming
in-game-
thing
in-game
for
money.
MMOs like that. Then again, I've never been a big online gamer anyway. But that's
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be fun. It's just MMOs ruined my life. I played RuneScape way too
So
much.
much RuneScape.
If I get into
I
an
never got
MMO,
into
I play for days and
RuneScape's a
days.
solid game,
And
like-
Skyrim kind of the same way. And
Wait, you have to play M&O for Skyrim.
What?
No.
No,
Skyrim's
it's
a game
that
that sucks
style.
you in that.
yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. No, but RuneScape actually it gets a lot of flack, but I actually think it's a pretty solid
It
game.
is kind of a childish game, but at the same time, because it
know.
is, at least in the past, what it was, because it was relatively simple. There was a lot to it. It was like
I don't know.
because it was so simple,
No, there's
things
one
developed
thing-
in the
there's one
game,
thing I
like
have
the
to bring
free
up.
market system,
Yeah.
which was really cool. It's
Basically,
every price of every item was determined by people's
Like an
value
economy.
they put on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sort of
that's exactly what it
similar
was.
to like an auction house, like in a Diablo
Yeah.
3 or a
Yeah,
World
except-
of Warcraft, but like it fluctuated pretty dramatically based on current trends and stuff. I remember that I actually found a way to abuse it where there was a quest you could do, and you would actually get your own kingdom. You could put money in it, and every day your workers would return you supplies. So I would just have them give me like coal and flax, which sold for like a shit ton on the market, and then I would spend 75,000. Get this coal and flax and then resell
coal?
the next day for like 200,000 coins. So every day without playing the game, like sitting on my ass at home playing something else, I would make like 100,000.
Just go check it, yeah.
Yeah, you just go check it, put some more in, because like it took like 10% of what you had to, but at a max of like 75,000, so you had to have 750 at all times. But you just go restock it, show up, talk to your advisor, he'd go, hey, I have some shit, and then you go sell it. Boom.
Okay. Say your last thing before we wrap up here.
All right.
Hurry the fuck up.
Jay.
Huh? What? Oh, the game I'm totally stoked for. It's the one that I never got to talk about. It's Drakengard 3.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
So
No, that's a wrap. Just
Oh,
that's
fuck!
a name and then cut it.
No,
Come back next week and talk about it.
No! Well, okay, really quick. Basically, it's a very cultish kind of game because it's very weird. But then if you play RPG or whatever games for the story, if you're into very dark, depressing, and adult-like themes,
My favorite kind.
like Nier, Drakengard is known for this stuff. Yes, Drakengard 3 is coming out, and I'm totally stoked for this stuff because the Dream Team, the old guard, the guys who made Drakengard 1, 2, and Nier are doing Drakengard 3. I'm like, shit! I hope this gets an English release.
With that note, Freeway Podcast, we have to go before we get kicked out. So,
All right.
See you
Meeting
next week.
adjourned.